Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss this topic, parts of a sentence. As in my last video of the English grammar, I have discussed what is a sentence and what is a phrase. I think you all have understood that. Now in this video we will discuss parts of a sentence. As we know, a sentence has two parts. One is subject and one is predicate. Now let's discuss what is subject and what is predicate. A subject tells us about whom, or means about which person or which thing we are talking about, the main agent or doer of the action in a sentence. For I am giving you one example. The farmer was planting saplings. So here we are talking about whom, the farmer, means who was planting saplings. We can ask one question, who. Like who was planting saplings? So the farmer. So here the farmer is the subject, and predicate is the rest of the part of the sentence that tells us about the subject. Like the farmer was planting sapling. Here we got to know farmer was the subject. So was planting sapling. So what the farmer was doing? Planting sapling. So here rest of the part was planting sapling, that will be predicate. So I am repeating once more. Subject is the agent or doer of the action in a sentence who is performing the action, about whom or which thing or which person we are talking about. We can put the question who or what also, who for persons and what for things. And predicate is the rest of the sentence that tells or describes something about the subject. Now let's take few questions. Now see, here I have taken few questions, few different questions, so that you can understand how we will find the subject and predicate in a sentence. Now subject means the agent or doer of the action, and predicate means rest of the part that tells us about the subject. Now first sentence, the hunter trapped the lamb. Now here first for subject I told you that we will ask question who or what. So who trapped the lamb? What we are getting in the answer? The hunter. So here the hunter is the subject. S means subject, and rest of the part will be predicate. So hunter, who trapped the land? Hunter, we are getting the answer. Who trapped the land? The hunter is the subject, and trapped the land, rest of the part, as it is telling that hunter did what? Trapped the land. So it is predicate. Now next question, Rohit's bat is outstanding. Now here you can think that Rohit's will be the subject, but here it is told Rohit's batting, means what is outstanding? Not Rohit. Rohit's batting is outstanding. So here this full Rohit's batting will be subject, and rest of the part will be predicate. So here what is outstanding? Rohit's batting, not Rohit's batting. So here subject will be Rohit's batting. Next, most of the plants in the garden are flowering plants. Now here in two ways you can do that. Most of the plants in the garden, this can also be the subject, or most of the plants, that can also be the subject. But mostly what we do, that most of the plants in the garden, this is the main subject. So most of the plants in the garden, this will be subject, and rest will be predicate. So here also we will ask question, what are flowering plants? So here we are getting most of the plants in the garden. So maximally most of the plants in the garden, this will only be the subject. But if we write most of the plants subject, and in the garden are flowering plants, that will be also correct. But mostly we should do most of the plants in the garden, that will be subject, and are flowering plants predicate. Because when we are asking the question what are flowering plants, so we are getting this full answer, most of the plants in the garden. So mostly this will be appropriate subject, and this will be predicate. Next question, eat a balanced diet. Now here you all will think that eat is the subject, but not. Here subject is implied. Implied means hidden. eat a balanced diet. Eat a balanced diet means you eat a balanced diet. Means here you is the subject, but it is not mentioned, it is implied or hidden. So here you will be the subject. Implied subject. Implied means hidden subject. In these type of sentences, like mostly imperative sentence, as you can see, this is an imperative sentence. So mostly in imperative sentences, we will see that the subject you is not mentioned. We have to think that it is implied, means hidden. So here you will be the subject, and this eat a balanced diet will be predicate. Now, last question of today's class. Deep in the mountains lived a saint. Now, before discussing this question, let me tell you that in mostly sentences, subject comes before the predicate, but in some exceptional sentences, the predicate comes first and subject comes at the end. Now, see this question. Deep in the mountains lived a saint. Now, here if we will ask the question, who lived deep in the mountains? So here we are getting the answer, a saint. So here a saint is the subject. Means in some exceptional sentences, subject comes at the end and predicate comes before the subject. So if we will ask the question, who lived deep in the mountains? A saint. So here a saint is the subject and this one is the predicate. So I think you must have understood these different types of questions. Mostly in exams, these type of questions only come. So in for today, my topics are completed. In my next video, I will come up with maths questions, and in my next English grammar video, I will discuss the types of sentences. 5 types of sentences are there. I will discuss all of them. So for today, my topics are completed. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notification of my all the videos. Thank you.